Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libras. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for Libra gang in late February? Please and thank you. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra gang in late February. What is the vibe? What is the energy? Libra, please, let's get this card out nice and quick, hopefully. Oh, almost. That card jumped out of my hand and jumped right back in. So those of you that are new here, I only read jumpers. And there we go. Just as I say it, it appears. And we have this beautiful lady who seems to have a lot in her hair or a lot on her mind. I always like when she shows up because she's one of the rare oracle cards that come out. So I like when she pays us a visit because there's a lot of positives that can be had with this card. But there could be some challenges too. I guess it depends on what you're going through, right? But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this lovely lady. So we see her here. She has that beehive hairdo. And notice she has all these different creative implements in her hair. So she literally has a lot on her mind, right? Now, in the positive sense, since there's so many creative things, I always say this is a fantastic card for expressing yourself creatively. So whether it's doing crafts, whether it's writing, whether it's music, whether it's art, sculpting, painting, you name it, any form of self-expression is highly favored. Specifically, if you're going through any issues or any like tense times, or you just got a lot of energy built up, Spirit might want you to find some sort of outlet or release for that. I see this similar energy in water signs a lot, right? So I like that it shows up here for you. But the fact that she has a lot on her head, a lot on her mind, could be the same for some of you. Maybe your attention is in a lot of different places, or maybe you're just thinking about things from a lot of different angles. Everyone knows Libra is an air sign, and air signs love to see things from every perspective. That's why you guys have such beautiful, active minds. That's why you guys are so considerate, because you see things from so many different angles and places. So I would say watch out for the overthinking if possible, right, when this card is here, and just maybe find a way to release that energy in a creative way. So we're going to put her down right there. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. Let's shuffle it up one time here for Libra gang. Let's see what we got. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. You had a unique reading last week. It was titled An Unfinished Situation. So listen, I mean, everyone has some sort of unfinished business going on, but it showed up for you in a pretty heavy way. So if it resonated for you, hopefully you got to square certain things away. But it's been a theme I've been seeing, especially for the air signs last week, where it's like we're revisiting something, or something's returning, or there's something I didn't see. So just know that could still bleed over for a couple weeks, whether it's unfinished business or feeling like there's more you need to do, or just cycling back on something. That could be very possible. But we're going to see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. Only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for my lovely Libras. What's happening in late February? Thank you. Magician. Cool. So that came out in the same exact position in the Gemini reading. So this might be an air sign theme we're picking up here. And I do like the Magician in position number 1. I feel like that's a good place to have it. It's a very magnetic position for that card to be in. Let's get a couple more. What do we have here for Libra, please? Thank you. Okay, 3 Pentacles. That could be group dynamics. That could represent the people around you. We're just going to have to look. It could be work, career, money. I mean, lots of different stuff. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. 2 Cups. There's a very social type of energy around all the air signs this week, because even for the Geminis, I was getting lots of core cards. Now you have the 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups. So it's like we have the larger groups, and then we also have the little one-on-one action going on back here. So we're going to have to take a close look at this, Libra. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, I'm liking the energy I'm picking up. I feel like I'm cautiously optimistic here, especially with the elemental mixture. And you know, I always like to look at the elements first. Right here, we have the Magician, which is the master of all elements. It has cups, it has pentacles, it has swords and wands. So that Magician does tie into every single element. We have earth, we have water. Now, although those are not the most complementary elements to Libras, the fact that we have earth and water to me represents potential. It could represent abundance, it could represent blessings. But what I'm picking up here initially, and I don't want to get too intuitive, is like we have more of other people's energy than we do have yours, which is very peculiar. So we're going to have to really dig through each one and see like, okay, why are we picking up so many other people here? Or why is everyone's energy in your energy, if that makes sense? So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, we are starting with the Magician. Like I said, I love this position. I love this card here. The Magician, you see him with the wand raised to the sky, infinity symbol over the head. This is a karmic card. It's a universal source-based energy type of card. I always say it's magnetic. And whenever this card shows up for a collective, your powers to create and manifest things are heightened. Okay, you could have a certain magnetism to you in this time where either you're bringing things towards you, situations, people, there's a certain magnetism here. And especially with all these individuals that are showing up in energy, makes a lot of sense. And especially with what we had here on the front end with all the things on her mind, there's a really strong magnetism around the Libras this week that I'm already picking up in a very powerful way. Now, aside from the manifesting and creating, when I see the Magician, I think of an energy that's building up. It's like slowly building in the undercurrent. So keep that in mind. There could be something that's about to pop off when this card is here. Now, other themes of the Magician represent control, whether it's you wanting to control a situation, you wanting to control your path. Hopefully this isn't somebody trying to control you. I mean, that's the worst case scenario. You might be dealing with someone that's a little bit too controlling. So we'll see what's up with that. I feel like it's good for the most part because it's manifesting, it's pulling stuff in, and it's very, very magnetic. So it's like, yeah, I'm bringing it to me. Now, moving to the center, we have the Three of Pentacles. I already told you a little bit about that when it first popped out. And we see this group of individuals. They're like standing around. This is an artisanal energy. So very similar to this creative energy that we're picking up. It's creating things. It's being very detail oriented. This is one of the cards that do link to career. So for some of you, you might just be in work mode. You might be in pentacle mode, focusing a lot of energy there. This could represent, aside from work and money, the Three of Pentacles could represent the people we surround ourselves with. So whether that's friends, whether that's family members, our social group in general. When we clarify this, it's more than two people. So it could just be a whole collective of people. We want to see how their energy is looking. This is a card of teamwork, people that help each other, people that rely on each other. Now, in the challenge of the Three of Pentacles, there could be a funky energy with somebody you're connected to. When this is in its challenging aspect, there could be somebody that doesn't work well together in a group, okay, or doesn't want to be too social for whatever reason. So we'll take a look at that much closer. And like I said, that's the first clue I have. Like, all right, we're picking up a lot of other people's energy here. Where's Libra? Okay, so in this time, try your best not to put your focus too much on others, if that makes sense. I'm picking that up too. But on the back end, we do have the Two of Cups. This is a little more personal than what we have here in the center because this is one-on-one. Now, the Two of Cups represent soul ties, soul connections, soulmates, all that stuff. Very deep, close interpersonal bond. It's a one-on-one connection. So whether this is someone that you used to deal with, someone that you currently deal with, there's a lot of love and care whenever the Two of Cups is here. Now, if you're not watching this for relationships or the circle of people around you, I always say that this is a highly favorable energy because it's supportive. It's silky smooth, it's easy flowing, it's easy going. It's similar to the Lovers in that sense, but it could just be showing us either a very important connection, so friendship, family, or otherwise, or we could be seeing that person's energy. If you have a very specific person on your mind, when we clarify the Two of Cups, it could give us a little bit of information about where that person is right now, like what their energy is looking like. So again, it's peculiar to me that we have so many other people's energies here. I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the lovely Libras, please. Guide, spirits, healers. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Magician. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Libra, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, why is the Magician here, please? Why is the Magician in the mix? There we go. Queen of Swords. Get to manifesting ASAP. That's one thing I want to say, because another one of your power cards just came out. Okay. I feel for some Libras out there, this is such a peculiar message that you might not just be manifesting for yourself, that you might be manifesting or praying for somebody else. That is very unique. I don't often get this type of message. The Queen of Swords is one of your power cards. It's very strict, straightforward, no nonsense, no BS, highly logical, definitely plan-based as well. But I feel like for a lot of you, and remember, it's not gender specific, it's representing the universe shining its energy on you. So remember, I've been saying in the beginning with the Magician, very magnetic. Then we have the Queen of Swords, one of your power cards. Just know in this time, just like Geminis, you might be a lot more popular than you normally are. Like talking to a lot of people, you're just pulling things in, even if you don't realize you're doing it. So it is a great time right now to purposefully manifest. Decide what you want to go, what way you want to go. What do you want to do? What results do you want? Be very purposeful about it, because with this magnetic energy I'm picking up, you could probably at least set it in motion and get it going. I feel very powerful manifestation energy here for a lot of you. But if it's not that, it's just the magnetism, right? That's a big vibe I'm picking up. Now, the Queen of Swords can be very stern, serious. Sometimes she could be a little bit cold. So when we see her and the Magician, it's like, all right, just like I was saying, you could even manifest for other people at this time. So if there's anyone you really care deeply for and they're going through a tough time, or you want to see them succeed, or you want to see them get a break, you could really put some of your energy towards that. Like, that's how magnetic the Libras are showing up to me right now, where you could do more than just help yourself. You could help a lot of other people too. Let's keep moving. We're not going to spend too much time there. Let's see what that Three of Pentacles has, and we'll get into the Two of Cups. And I know I said earlier in the reading, like, maybe you shouldn't focus all your energy on other people. That's true. But this is like big picture. This is what I would expect to see in an Aquarius reading. But let's see what's up with the Three of Pentacles. Why's the Three of Pentacles here? Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Three of Pentacles. There could be something, there could be a situation or an issue or a problem that somebody's going through where I don't want to say it seems insurmountable, but there could be someone in your circle where they're going through some really serious life changes. Okay? That could be very possible with what I'm seeing here. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse isn't always bad. Sometimes it could be similar to the energy we saw like last week of things turning back around, things not quite ending, circling back on things. So again, this energy is still here for you, but the Ten of Pentacles also represents home, the family, the circle of people around you. So I don't know why I'm picking it up. There's just so many different energies coming your way. Please protect your energy in this time in whatever spirituality you practice. Very important to try to keep your energy locked down, because it could be so heightened. I've been picking it up in all the air signs, especially you, because look, there is a group of people there too. I'm just getting so many. Try your best not to get overwhelmed in this time. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse does represent change. It does indicate change. And when it's under the Three of Pentacles, it's like, all right, this is moving. It's not moving too fast, but there is like big change in the works. But I did also tell you that intuitive message I was feeling. There could be someone in your circle that is going through some major things, even if they're not letting you know. Okay, so that's another vibe I'm getting. I'm just getting so many different energies from so many different people. It's like crossing a lot of wires, if that makes sense. Let's go in on the Two of Cups. Then we'll do a quick little recap. So again, you're just pulling a lot of energy your way, Libra. You really are this week. So let's see what the Two of Cups has. Then we'll do our quick little recap before we get into the shadow. So why is the Two here, please? Thank you. I mean, my friends, this energy, whether this is just someone that you got on your mind quite a bit, The Seven of Cups is a great card for options and paths, and it does link into manifesting as well. That is a big card for manifesting. So if there's a specific individual or person you're wanting to manifest into your life, there's supportive energy for that too. So it's like we have a whole bunch of different things. I do want to say this, like with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups, I mean, it is just very dreamy. It's very lovely. So whether someone has you on the mind, you have someone else on the mind, there's a lot of thought connection here, and there's an energetic tie that I'm picking up. And I don't want to make this only about relationships, but with what I'm seeing here in the front and all this energy, this etheric energy flocking in, you're pulling people towards you. You are, whether you realize it or you don't. So just know, like, here they come type of energy, because the energy has shown up one after another, after another, after another. But if there is someone specific you're wanting to speak to, someone specific you're wanting to talk to, you can make that happen. I guess the world is your oyster right now when it comes to manifesting. And I don't often say that to people, because I always say, yeah, when you manifest, you got to visualize it. You got to set your intentions. You got to meet the universe halfway. I feel like it's extra heightened for the Libras in this time. So just know, I mean, the world's your oyster. I guess you could take this in whatever direction you want. There's massive energy around manifesting here for you this week. And yeah, there's people and situations coming your way. But let's go through and do a quick little recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. So there's just so many people here for you this week. Position number one, don't get overwhelmed with it. We have the Magician with the Queen of Swords. It's one of your power cards right there. So just know, I mean, I feel like your powers to create things are so intense that you could help others that are important to you, which might be necessary with what we have here in the beginning, whether you're giving good intentions or praying for them, whatever it might be. It's like your powers to create are so intense right now that you could help a lot of people, not just yourself. But just know there's massive energy around manifestations coming in multiple places here. Moving to the center, we have the Three of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That is the energy of change, and it might take a while for this energy to really adjust. But another vibe I was picking up is someone in your circle, even if they're not letting you know, they're going through some pretty massive changes, like life changes, stuff like that. And there could be a strong adjustment period. But again, there's just so many people. It's like this person connects to that person, connects to that person, connects to this person. So just know, like, you're bringing a lot of people in, whether you realize it or you don't. On the back end, we have the Two of Cups, close soul bond, soul tie with the Seven of Cups. You can manifest a very specific individual if that's what you want to do. Either that, or you got someone on the mind, someone has you on the mind. There's like this etheric connection going on here. But listen, the big name of the game, the big story for you this week is just from the beginning with all this to all this. It's just a lot of intense energy for you, Libra. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. Good energy for manifesting, though. That's the one thing I will say. But you got people, places, and things coming your way, right? So let's go. And yes, I would like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. And if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's give your shadow card out now. What do we got in the shadows for Libra? Please. Thank you. Okay, Six of Cups, another card that is like a hybrid of this energy we have here on the back end. The Six of Cups is a card of soul ties, soul connections, like we were mentioning before. But it is also a card that links to the past. Interesting that last week's reading was unfinished business or an unfinished situation. That's what this card does represent here, but it is also pointing at a very important individual. So whether this is someone that is currently in your life or someone that comes in, there is going to be like a nice focus on whatever this connection is with the Six of Cups. Now, for a portion of Libras out there, maybe you are taking more trips down memory lane than you normally do, doing a lot of reminiscing, thinking about people from your past. Could very well be possible with this card, but it could be just pointing towards a very important individual, like we've been seeing in multiple places here. So I don't know why your energy has so many people in it, but it does. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. But we're going to leave it at that, Libra. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. February subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out the availability and my digital calendar on my website, mastermetaphysics.com, so we could get a little forecast for the next few weeks for you. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you could snap your fingers right now and wish for something, what would it be? It could be anything except more wishes. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll talk to you soon.